Hi everyone, it's me, Katie Trott. So today I will be doing a tutorial on this look right here. I was kind of just inspired by watching a lot of my favorite gurus here on YouTube. Something super glowy, bronzed with a burgundy lip. I had a Disney workshop tonight, so I wanted to look really sharp. And here we are, and I have my little cute Muppets bow. You know, if you can see it. Got to pay homage to my show. And so let's get started. So first things first, we're going to start off with a primer, and I'm really proud of this primer because it is available at the drugstore and it is vegan and cruelty free. This is the Pacifica Crystal Primer. It says powered up, illuminating, and perfecting. And I've been using this recently, and it is just, it does the job. Here we go. Put that in. Get it down the neck. Really let it sink into the skin for a second. I like to use a tinted primer for my eyeshadow. There you go. And this is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion for anti-aging. Helps with the lines and the little baggies. There we go. And you just press that in. Now, foundation. So I very much am enjoying the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, and I am in the shade Porcelain. It is seriously a dream. I'm loving it. Like, this is up all the way, and it's already got like a little nub. I'm sure you can see it's seriously the best. So I'm just gonna draw lines all over my face. Just like that. And now you can take any flat top kabuki brush. I prefer the It Cosmetics kabuki brush. It's really nice. It's got that flat top, as you see. And you just go in. I really like to do these stamping motions. Make sure you blend down your neck. And voila. Now we're gonna go in with, of course, the beloved Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, is there any other? No. I mean, I'm sure there are. I'm just being dramatic, but this seriously is just my holy grail. Okay, so this is in the shade Fair for me. Just gonna take it in to right here. Cover those little bags. And I have a lot of redness. So I come down here. And with that same brush, we just go in. And I like to bring it obviously up into my eyelid area, and I take the excess and I'll just take it down my nose and in my forehead area, a little bit here too. Fantastic. Okay, so now we obviously want to set what we've done. So I am taking my Kenzie brush and I will set it with the Peach Perfect Loose Powder by Too Faced. This stuff smells and tastes, yes, I said tastes, like peaches, and it is to die for. It's so good. Okay, it comes, it's a little loose powder right here. And you just take it, and you just go in. Make sure you get under your eyes, especially if you're like me. Okay, next step are the brows. So I have been using the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. And I think I've said this before, but this is definitely a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. The Brow Wiz is like $20 and this is super cheap. It's definitely in like the $5 to $10 range. Like it's so good. I'm just gonna go in and we're gonna take that little spoolie. I'm gonna brush through them first. And then take your product, push it up, and start filling in your brows. And voila. So I like to set everything that I've always done. So I am gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. This stuff is seriously glue. It makes my brows stay like in place all day. Like I never have to worry about them doing anything wonky. They just stay. Oh, it's wonderful. Bronzer. And I am a big fan, I think I've said this before, of the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. You can get this at any local drugstore, basically. I know Target definitely sells this. And you just take any big blending brush. This is my Amazon brush. This came in like a pack of, I want to say 20, and it was really reasonably priced. And my mom got it for me for like Christmas, and she told me it was really good price. So yeah, we're gonna go in with the Butter Bronzer, and we're gonna go in with the shade Light Bronzer, because your girl is fair. I'm gonna get in there. And we're just gonna go in. And when you're using your bronzer, I like to kind of contour a little bit with my bronzer just to give it some more shading on my face, to just bring life back into my face, honestly. So what I do is, if you make like kind of like a fishy face, like you'll see like your natural cheekbone lines right here, and you just kind of want to go along the lines of your cheekbones, and you just kind of bring them up. And I like to do my forehead, especially if you're a girl like me and you got a lot of forehead. Yeah, I like to contour that forehead. So I'll just go into my bronzer and contour the forehead. And you can even bring it into your hairline a little bit to really blend out Brenda. Who's Brenda? Blend out that bronze. Go. And if I'm really feeling contour, I'm just feeling my contour, I will take a brush like this, tiny little blending brush like that, kind of tightly packed at the end like this, and I will go into my bronzer and I will go down the sides of my nose. This really helps, especially if you want to make your nose look smaller and more petite, especially if you want to make it look shorter. You just go kind of underneath like this, and I know it looks kind of funny now, but it's gonna look good, I promise. Go down the other side like this, kind of following that natural line. If you want it to look kind of smaller, you can make your lines a little bit more narrow and further in, but I like to just kind of go along my natural line and even up towards my brow area. And then I take that same that big blending brush that I used for my loose powder, and I will blend. Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to go into my blush. All right, so I am gonna be using two different blushes today because your girl is extra. And so we're doing they're both Milani baked blushes, but this one that we're gonna be using is in Rose d'Oro, and this one is going to be in the Luminoso. We're gonna take the Milani baked blush, and this one is in the Rose d'Oro. And we're just gonna get on in there. And since this one is more of a bronzy blush, we're actually going to go in more along the lower side of my cheek, kind of mix it in with my contour. So here we go. You can bring it down a little bit closer to your cheek right here, but this is going to be kind of the underbelly to really zhuzh up your contour. And go back in. And bring it up here. Give it that full bronzed. And then bring it down here. I know, contouring with a blush. Oh, craziness. Okay, so then we're gonna go in with our second blush, which is the Baked Blush by Milani, and it's in the shade Luminoso. So we're just gonna go in, stamp, stamp, stamp. And I'm gonna make a little smile, and I'm just gonna apply my Luminoso to the tops of my cheeks and the little apples of my cheeks, like right there, like the little dimple. And kind of bring it up like the old 80s style. And voila. Now, if you feel like you've done too much, you can go back in with your big blending brush that you use for your powder and just go in and blend away. There we go. Okay, now we're going to do the eyes. So since this is a very heavy Anastasia Beverly Hills tutorial, why not keep it going? So here we have it, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. This is what I will be using all over my eyes today. It looks like this. It is cruelty free. I don't remember what it retails for. I'll put that down below in the description box. But it is just gorgeous. Some people have like complaints about it because it does have some fallout, but I don't mind it. It blends beautifully, and these are the shades. Obviously mine is well loved. And we are actually going to stay in the shades Eden, Pyramid, and where are you? Parallel. So let's go in. Oh yes, and Unity. As I drop another blending brush. I'm back. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna go in with Unity. And we're just gonna cover this all over our lid. And bring it up top here. Kind of even to set what we've done even more. There we go. And now I'm going to go in with the shade Eden. And we're going to put this all over the crease. Really get in there. Almost make a little bit of a cat eye, and so how I do that is I come on in here and I kind of just make this motion along the side of my eye, and then I bring it back this way. And And then the other side. And I'm really buffing that out. I'm blending it like very high up in my eye because we're gonna go back later and kind of mesh it in with our highlight. Great. Beautiful. It looks so weird right now. Okay, now we are gonna go in with the shade Parallel. And we're kind of gonna use this as a liner in a way. It's gonna really amp up that cat eye kind of effect. So we're gonna go in, we're just gonna start on the lower right-hand corner of my lid. And we're gonna bring it up all the way, almost like you would do your eyeliner. And we're just gonna blend it down like that. And you can take this side of your brush and just kind of, there you go. By the way, I am using the brush that comes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. It's just this little guy right here. On the one side, this is the blending buff brush, and then this is the small little compact brush. It's super cute, super handy. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna go back. That cat eye effect. I'm gonna get in there. Let's see. See how it kind of looks like eyeliner, but in reality, it's just my eyeshadow. So go back in with Parallel and do the other side. And once you have them pretty even, then you're gonna go on the lower end. So we're gonna bring that down, that same color, just like that. And I like to go just halfway in my eye. It gives it more of an open eye effect if you kind of just do this half instead of bringing it all the way down in. I don't want to close my eyes off. I want them to be kind of doe-eyed. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade Pyramid, this beautiful gold. I mean, look at that. Stunning. And then I'm going to just stamp my brush in there. And I'm going to take any kind of setting spray could work for this, but I find that Max Fix Plus is the best for it, which makes me so sad because it's not cruelty free, and I'm in the process of converting all my products to cruelty free. So once I'm out of my Max Fix Plus, then I'll replace it with something else. I mean, I do have other setting sprays, so I'll probably just keep using my other setting sprays, but it's so sad because it's so good. Okay, so here we go. I wet it with my Fix Plus, and we're just gonna go in and we're gonna cover almost our entire lid with this. And by adding that setting spray, it just amps up that gold even more. I'm gonna bring it all the way to kind of cut that crease a little bit. Not a full cut crease, but just a little bit. Almost bring it up there and just blend it out. You can take your other end and just blend, 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 blend. There we go. And now go back into your color Pyramid. Take your setting spray. Voila. And go in. And if you have any fallout, like I do, you just take a big fat old brush and just kind of swipe it away. Wonderful. Okay, now we're gonna do more of the bottom, like the bottom lash area. So I'm gonna go back into Eden, which is like that peach color right here. Eden. There we go. And I'm just gonna take a little bit on this side of the brush, very, very little, really like tap the excess off. And I'm just gonna really like bring that almost all the way. Take Pyramid and just kind of bring it all the way up with Eden and really mesh them together. And then do the other side. If you feel like you've gone a little too low, which I feel like I have, you can go back in with any blending brush, the same one that you used for your loose powder, and just kind of clean it up. Now on to the lashes. And so the lashes that I've been using, especially for this look, I have been using the House of Lashes, and they are in the style Cecile. They are not in the box because I have them right here. They're super big and super fluffy. Here, let me show you just one. This one's, I was using it earlier today. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna plop this baby onto my eye. Okay. So I am taking off a little bit of the excess glue from earlier because I reuse these puppies so many times. I love them. They are, House of Lashes is killing the game. I'm a big, big, big fan. Okay. So what you do is you take your glue, and mine is the Duo Eyelash Adhesive Glue. It's just your basic glue. I'm pretty sure you can buy this almost at any drugstore. And you take your eyelash and you go along. You're gonna go along this band. So I'm just gonna put up a little bit of glue, as you see. Let's see if you can see that. Just the tip. And you just go in along that top band. And this is what it's supposed to look like. There you go. And I just kind of sit and I wait for it to kind of dry, because let's be real, it takes a while for it to dry. And now for the application. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look down into my mirror like this, and I'm just gonna place them where I feel like they should be. So I wanna make sure the corner is done. And you can take any lash applicator for this. I just use tweezers. I don't actually recommend tweezers because you could really hurt yourself and poke yourself in the eye, but I use tweezers. And sometimes I'll take my tweezers and just go along the ins and the outs, and I'll just make sure that they're connected on both sides of my eye. And what I like to do after this is, once it's like really drying on this eye, I will take my tweezers. If you're comfortable with doing this, then go ahead, because it really makes a difference and really pushes your lashes, your natural lashes, into your fakes. And what I do is I kind of go in along the side here, and I take my House of Lashes and I take my actual lashes, and I just kind of press them together, as you can see what I'm doing. Again, I don't recommend this if you're like scared of poking yourself in the eye, which I have done, but this is a way to do it, and it is really easy. And there, one's done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one off camera. And here are the eyelashes. Aren't they gorgeous? I seriously love these. They are so like voluminous and gorgeous. All right, next step, highlighter. So we're actually gonna go in with Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop. I'm a big Jaclyn Hill fan, and I remember when she first said she was going to be launching this, I was just so ecstatic, so like happy and proud of her. So I don't really want to show my champagne pop on camera because, as you can kind of see in the camera right there, it is like, I dropped it once and it kind of like shattered, and I'm stubborn and I don't really want to do anything and get another one because I feel like I can still use this, and I do a lot. Okay, so we're gonna go in with this Luxie brush, and it's just their blush brush, it's their 514, and I'm gonna go in with my well-loved champagne pop, my little crumbles, and I'm gonna go in along the tops of my cheeks. And I like to go along my temple, up above my brow, and now the other side. Temple, above brow. And I will also take this down my nose, really amp up that contour. And along my Cupid's bow. And I'm actually going to take that same brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills that comes in their palette, and I am going to take a little bit of champagne pop on the condensed, like the really tiny side of the brush, and I'm actually going to bring that in this part of my eye all the way across. And I'm not really going to use any Fix Plus, I'm just going to let it blend and glide along my whole bottom eye. Voila. And now we're gonna do a little bit more highlight. I know, your girl's extra. I'm actually going into a completely different palette for this. This is a Becca palette. This is called, what are you? So pretty. This is the Becca Ocean Jewels Eye Palette, and we're gonna go in with the shade Mermaid Pearl. Excuse me, Mermaid Pearl. I mean, just look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Seriously, so pretty. We're gonna go in with any tiny little condensed brush will do. Make sure you don't have any product from your previous blending on. We're just gonna go in. I'm gonna bring this right under my brow bone. And also bring it on the inner corners of my eye. And look at that, it's like a mermaid dream. All right, and finally, lips. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Smashbox liquid lipstick in the shade Misconduct. This is a gorgeous kind of like burgundy red shade. We're just gonna go in. Let me get my little mirror all ready. All right, all done. So now obviously to set what you've done, you need to go in with your setting spray and make sure that you are completely done. So let's see what setting spray I'm gonna use today. Let's go in with the wonderful MAC Fix Plus. Just sit there for a second while it... Oh. And voila, we're all done. What do you guys think? Super easy, super like bronzy and burgundy lips. I think this is a really good look for auditions if you're trying to stand out with a bold lip and a bronze look. Leave any comments down below on what you guys would like to see next, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to see more videos. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!